Hi, friends. Welcome back to Live at the Roxy on this Sunday, December 5th. What is December 5th? It is the day after December 4th. What was December 4th? It was the Schmoedown Spectacular. There's a reason they don't pay me to be the announcer. It'd be like, it's the Schmoedown Spectacular. That's what I sound like. Even my voice is gone a day after an event. For those of you guys who don't follow me based on the Schmoedown, I know that's a bunch of you guys. Well, I've tried to turn many of you onto the Schmoedown, including those of you guys who yesterday told me that you started watching Schmoedown because of me, which is so freaking awesome. I love that feeling. I love getting the people that find me in one place to come into a community that I know is awesome, that I know is large, that I know is supportive, and I know is really fun, like the Schmoedown. So yesterday, if you don't follow the Schmoedown is a trivia league that I'm a part of, I'm a manager in, and they had their biggest show of the year. It's the end of the year show where there were 5 matches, and there were titles on the line and retiree matches and some really great things going down. And I want to talk about it. So I'm only here probably for the next 15 minutes. It's going to be a short show. I know a lot of you guys are still in Los Angeles partying your faces off, and good. I hope you have fun. Plus, because I was at the Spectacular all day and night yesterday, I was unable to go to Hanukkah, which means that I missed my family Hanukkah party, which is a bummer. Happy last night of Hanukkah tonight to all of you guys. So I'm going over to Grammy's after this so that I can have Hanukkah with her, and my uncle's in town. So I'm excited about that. But that means it's going to be a really short show because then I need to go do that and get back in time for World Girl, where World Girls, we're going to be celebrating the last night of Hanukkah anyway. So we got some Jew things going on ahead tonight. But for now, we are talking about the Schmoedown Spectacular, and I'm going to talk about it. Ask me questions, comments, concerns, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. What is it that you guys want to know? Anybody in the chat right now who was actually at Spectacular? To paint the picture for you guys, the World Girls had an expo booth there. So there were 10 booths at the expo this year. The expo is what takes place before the actual show starts. And it was really cool the way they did it this year in the Globe Theater downtown Los Angeles. There's a downstairs room, and it's kind of this like dark, swanky room where there were a bunch of booths. Some of my people were there, the Blurreds, who you guys know we do crossover events with all the time. Jay and Winston being 2 of my good buddies. So they had an awesome booth there. Jay was selling some of his beautiful artwork. He's like a master artist, and that was very cool. Alex and Molly Damon were there, Alex on the Stars, and they were just honestly having conversations with people. They weren't selling anything. They were just having fun. Kate and Brett were there. They were giving out NFT pins over my head, but seemed like a lot of fun. So John Roca, there was a ton of booths, and there were interviews going down, and Ben Goddard was doing giveaways and all of this stuff, and it couldn't have been a better time. I think that from the previous Times Expo, which was 2 years ago, you can just see how this company continues to level up, because 2 years ago, I feel like none of us knew what an expo even really, what we were supposed to do. Maybe bring some prints. I remember Jeff Snyder, still my favorite human, did a whole garage sale where he was selling like random shit he was giving away. It was so truly bizarre. And how is payment going to work? Anything. It was the first time we had done it, so it was a little more like hodgepodge. This was really great. I felt like everybody knew the assignment. People set up their booths. I thought the World Girls did the best job setting up their booths. We had gold streamers behind us like we did at the marathon. We did a big cutout print of our calendar. We had our calendar. We had people at our station giving things a whirl. Chubby Bunny and the Saltine Challenge. We did giveaways. It was really, really fun. And it just felt great. And the best part were the people coming up to us. Different people coming up. And I won't give names because I don't want to share anybody's stories, but it was really beautiful. I had somebody come up to me and talk to me about how their dad right now has brain cancer that has spread to their brain, and that they're really appreciative of how open I was about my mom's brain cancer and talking about it because it's helpful for them. That kind of shit brings tears to my eyes, and it feels like I do all these silly things like post for calendars where I'm wearing like bizarro fucking outfits, or, talk about comic book movies or whatever random shit that I'm doing. And sometimes it's like, am I even affecting people's lives the way that I hoped to when I got involved in this? It seems like based on yesterday, the answer sometimes is yes. This family from abroad came up to me, a husband and a wife, And they told me that their daughter, their 25-year-old daughter, wasn't able to make it, but she's obsessed with me, and they wanted to know if they could get a picture with me because they say that I'm like her person, and I fucking loved that. I thought that was so cute and cool, and if I was yeah, just awesome. There are people who told me, like I said, they found the Schmoedown because of me, or people who were saying they'd been fans of mine since TV fights or from DC movie news, shows that I was on years ago. And it was just awesome. It was awesome to hear one girl who I really loved who kept coming over and just talking about how I helped her get her through college, and just incredible stories that made me feel like it actually matters that I'm on this earth, which is something that I don't feel that often anymore, and it was really fucking cool to feel. So, for very selfish purposes, I'm very glad I did this expo. We also sold a bunch of calendars, which was cool, sold a bunch of prints, which was great, gave away stickers for anybody who competed, which was awesome also, and it was fun. We were kinda in the corner, so we didn't get as much foot traffic, but we got a little more space, and it was a really, really great expo. I wish my only thing that I wish is that it was longer, because that hour and a half flew by, and it was cool while it lasted. And after the expo, like the stage mom that I am, Steph and Brad, by the way, Brad and Farah, his fiance, were staying with me, and Steph is my best friend, and the two of them were opening the show. And so Brad and I are like this. I don't know if people know that, but I love Brad and I are like very, very close. And Steph, obviously being my person, I was so effing excited that the two of them were opening the show. I'm behind the stage. I'm taking pictures. I'm like a momager. This was Steph's first time in front of an audience, which I'm only saying because she said it on stage, which I thought was really cool of her. And it was so fucking cool to watch her kill it and him kill it and get the audience all hyped. They were going back and forth. Who has Griffey Nooms? Make noise. Who has Marisol McKee? Make noise. It was a really good job. They were so fun. I loved watching them. And I felt warm in my heart because I brought Steph into the Schmoedown. And anytime you can watch your friend succeed and you had any hand in doing it, I was like, yes, fucking crushes it. So that was really cool and fun to watch. And while they're on stage, I got to hang out with Christian for a little bit, who I don't get to see that much anymore. And him and I just had like a moment on the stairs. It was really nice because, yeah, I just don't get to spend that much time with Christian anymore because I'm not doing Collider Live with him anymore. And I'm on SEN, which is fucking awesome, but he's not there. He's doing the big things. So it was just nice to be able to spend a minute with him backstage and kind of just like talk about things. And that was great. Then we watched the matches, which went really well. There were some very great moments. Holy shit, that Inner Geekdom match, that was crazy to watch. That was effing insane. Obviously, I'm jumping around a little bit here, but that one was wild. Also, Darina, there was an intermission, and Darina took us to her favorite taco spot, Mexicali Tacos, and it was the best tacos I've ever had in my life. So that really helped. Probably Inner Geekdom was my favorite of the matches. I got to meet Griffey Nooms, who I hadn't met in person yet, and I think he's awesome. I don't know whether I'm giving spoilers here yet or not, so trying to stay spoiler free at this moment until I see in the chat. If you guys tell me if you don't want me to spoil anything because you haven't had the chance to watch, and then I will. But I really felt for Griffey Nooms during the day. Also, I'm always trying to text the people who are involved. Oh, fuck it. I'm just gonna spoil things. If you haven't seen it yet, because the event happened. So is it online? I'm trying to see. You guys tell me. I keep going back and forth. Is everybody okay with me spoiling it? Did everybody watch it? Did you guys all see it? Is everybody okay with that? Send bunnies if you guys are okay with me talking about it. Send hearts if you don't want me to talk about it. And then I will do that. Bunnies if you're okay with it, hearts if you're not. I also got to meet some of my people, like Jake, obviously, and PLD. I've known from before, but like Christian Hardesty, Brandy, who I had never previously met. That was freaking awesome. Ryan Payne, Ryan White was there. Just a ton of world friends, which was great. A lot of spectacular spoil on Twitter, Roxy, but it's definitely up to you. Spoil away. All right, a lot of bunnies. A lot of bunnies. Okay, so spoiler alerts for spectacular. So the people I felt really bad for were Roca and Griffey Nooms. I just followed Griffey Nooms so I can send him a message because I hope he's not feeling down on himself. It's really hard to lose one match. Losing 2 matches is very, very difficult. And I just felt for him because I think he's one of the greatest players. And there's just no way at some point that he's not on top. But I felt for him for sure. I definitely felt for him. And then for Roca, gosh, it's tough because this was like billed as his last ride. And even the people I was talking to at the expo beforehand, they were like, listen, even if they were wearing NWO shirts, even if they're NMO shirts, New Merle Order shirts, even those people who are Dan's biggest fans were like, but if it's Roca's last match, I just really want to see him win. And it was a tough way to go out because he got really badly beat. And Roca is one of the greats. And I've always wanted to work with Roca. I've talked about this a bajillion times, how I feel like him and I would make a really good team. I think I'd be a really good, solid manager for him. And I think that him and I just have an understanding. I like Roca a lot. And we work together. And I think we work really well together. And I think he's a true star. He revolutionized the Schmoedown. Nobody can take that away from him. He is the best combination of skill and character that there has ever been. And so I was really bummed for him. So I sent him a message just giving him some love. And then he responded today with something really sweet. So it was tough. It was tough to watch that. Happy for Dan. Love Dan. Dan's great. He's the GOAT for a reason. He's really fucking good. But that was really tough. That was very tough. I was really happy for Kate and Thomas Harper, even though I think Nikki is a stud. And after beating Alex Damon, I did want to watch Nikki Demolanta, go to the top. But at the same time, I think that Thomas Harper and Kate deserved this W. And it was a really good match. Still, that Inner Geekdom match with Parker and Mike, that was crazy. That was crazy. And I'm never happy for a Shannon victory. But gosh, what an Inner Geekdom player Mike is, man. You can't fucking say he's not. You could say a lot of other things about him as a player, but you can't say that. What did you guys think? What was your favorite matches? What was your favorite part of the event? Streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. Talk to me about the Schmoedown Spectacular and what you guys ended up doing last night. I heard a lot of people went out. I wanted to light the Hanukkah candles and go to sleep. So that is what I did. Like a little old lady. It was also, I didn't even talk about this part. I got to meet so many of my people in my faction that I hadn't met yet. Let's go into the Streamlabs. I'll read from here and then I'll talk a little bit about that because that was one of the coolest things of the whole thing. And I felt really guilty about some of that. And I'll break that down. Today is December 5th, which means that we are starting off the show with the support from, oh, wow, let's scroll. I have not been looking at you guys. From Glenn Caesar. I guess Lloyd Nance yesterday said, hi, Roxy. Hi, Lloyd. Glenn Caesar this morning, though, at 12:02 a.m. said, hello and happy Hanukkah and happy World Girl Sunday, Roxy. Sending well wishes to you. Peace, bunnies, hugs, and good stuff. To you, your dad, Jet, Sky, Grammy, Papa, and your family. Be most excellent to yourselves and to each other. RJ and Rockstars, thanks for being you. Thank you, Glenn. Christian Hardesty says, in the words of the brilliant Joey Tribbiani, how you doing? That also was sent last night. Thanks, Christian, for that support. Appreciate you. I'm doing okay. It was so awesome to meet you yesterday. Glenn Caesar also says, thank you, Roxy and Rockstars and World Friends, for everything. You're fucking awesome. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the fucking best. You the best we ever had. Stay dope as fuck always and in all ways. Rockstars and Rockstars Band, New World Order for life. RJ, Rockstars, and everyone who's battling, thank you for choosing to. Thanks for showing up and being support for the people around you. Whenever, however you can, doing all of that, even when it's a tough challenge, makes you a winner. When you win, we all win. I hope you each continue breathing in golden sparkles and bring in love and blow out stress and yucky energy. With each inhale and exhale to break apart and remove all types of energetic blockages so you attain balance. Be brave, be you, be awesome because you are. Had a meditation Saturday morning. Ooh, fun. Uncovered deep-seated stuff. Some pain energies that happens. Again, like when you stub your toe or get a deep splinter, but cold too. Anyhow, I was able to pull them out and heat them up. Oh, love that, which was good. I blacked out and I felt like I was free, no more cerebral palsy, etc. As I fully relaxed and just was. It was yet another interesting experience with being me without thinking or feeling, no thoughts of leaving the body. Oh, I love that. Thank you for helping me remember who I am. Glenn, that's so, so sweet. Appreciate you so much. Christian Hardesty says, Jake says, what up? That was at 1:38 in the morning. Christian Hardesty at 2:52 in the morning. Roxy, I love you, but I also love me some Mariah Carey, especially during Christmas season. Christian's trolling me, guys. Help. Christian's trolling me. Glenn Caesar says, I hope you all get to smile and laugh out loud like a child at least once a day, today and every single day for the rest of your lives. So you glow in your flow. Be you always and in all ways. There's no one better at being you than you. Hashtag being an anomaly. Being unselfishly loving and supportive of others, including strangers, whether it's on the internet or not, as well as being kind, caring, and fully unique, makes you humane, worthy, and a cozy fire to be near. You're uplifting, a priceless treasure, and an inspiration. Thanks, my dude. Love you. Mike K says, Roxy, how have the calendar sales been? Better than last year? Mike K, interesting question. We won't know till the end because we started selling it earlier this year, but no, I would say not. We did that big calendar drive last year, and we got to do a little bit of that on the Hanukkah show tonight. I'm hoping we sell a lot of them on the Hanukkah episode tonight. It is the last night of Hanukkah, so everybody show up to show out. Today is the last show I'm doing here live with Roxy while it's Hanukkah. So again, if you want to show that Hanukkah support, send in your Hanukkah presents, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer. But their sales are doing well. We did sell some at the expo. They're doing okay. So I'd like to see them do a little better, but so far so good. Thank you for asking. Also, John Get Bent said, Happy Hanukkah. Thanks, John Get Bent. Jake Yakoveta said, when y'all tried to pull that fist bump bullshit, I wasn't having it. I was coming around that table. No, Jake, I was talking to somebody else. So I just wanted to acknowledge that you were there. Bojack says, such an awesome night between the expo event and the after party. I had a great time meeting everyone. Thanks for a great time. Thanks, Bojax. You rock. Scott Welsh says, Happy Hanukkah, rocks. Last night, I was heading out to dinner with a friend when we saw a parade of like 10 plus vans was lit up with plastic menorahs attached to their roofs. It was really cool to see. That's awesome. I love that. Go Jews. Go Hanukkah. Thanks, Scott Welsh, for sharing that. James Wheeler in the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer says, I really wish I could have been there. You seem like such a nice and kind person. I really want to meet you someday. James Wheeler, so there's time. I hope so, at least. Thank you for saying so. Wish you could have been there also. Glad with the people who were, but sad about the people who weren't. Grateful to all of you guys. Bryant Brawler in the super chat says, I didn't get to see you, Roxy, but hopefully next time we can get a pic together. Bryant, were you at the expo? If so, I took a picture with everybody who asked at the expo. There was a lot of people who were charging for pictures, but D Steph and I just talked about we wanted to, while we were selling all the other stuff, anybody who wanted us to take a picture with us, we just wanted them to have it. So that was our plan for the expo this year, which was cool, which was really cool. So I was happy to be able to do that. Let's talk about meeting the stars. And send in your Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, your super chats, questions, comments, concerns. I'm not here for much longer. Meeting the stars was awesome. Obviously, I know Janine very well. I know Alex very well. They were both at the expo also, so I got to see them, which was really cool. And I know Brandon Hanna very well. The people who have been vets. So those are all people I've met before. Felix came to my birthday party, so I've met him also, and he is LA based. But then there were people who were coming in, and I couldn't go get breakfast with them that day or brunch with them because they were doing it during the expo, but a lot of them went together, which was really cool. Jacoby and Nick and Christina and Zach, and a lot of their significant others, and that was really nice for me to be able to see. I kind of have a lot of guilt about this season, which, just being upfront with you guys, is tough because, it's just tough because I love my faction. And it was a really hard year for the stars, just being transparent, which I can talk about more in a future episode. But having Mark Andreyko and Jeff Snyder, my number 1 and 2, in no particular order, my friends forever, and my people, be belt holders, be champions, be incredible, but both of them needing to take a step back this year for reasons that are completely legitimate. obviously the Stars lost their team and two of our best singles players. So there was just no way that we would be able to compete with the exchange or with corruption. There's just, when teams are that caliber, the fact we were able to do all that and not even come in last place after losing two of our biggest players was pretty massive. And I feel bad for my team, my faction, because we haven't played in a little bit, and there's just, it's hard. It's hard to keep studying when you're losing, and it's hard when you lost your captain, your leaders, and I really tried to be the best manager I could this year, but this is my most challenging year yet. I feel like I'm usually a phenomenal manager. I think that a lot of the talk behind the scenes is that I'm one of people's favorite people to play for, because I really get behind my players and I really, really try to be the best that I can be for them. And so a lot of players like to play for me. But this year, I don't think I was a phenomenal manager. I think I was a pretty good manager, because there were certain things I was not able to do for them. And that sucks. To not have a single match in Spectacular. It's the first time that's ever happened to me. And I really wish I was able to get them there. And I feel guilty about that. But it was so nice to meet them, and everyone was so loving, and it was really great to see people, and that was great. But I do have some guilt in my soul. In the Streamlabs, streamlabs.com/Roxy Stryer, Glenn Caesar says, "May you fill your never-ending goblet of happiness and joy. Get to drink from it whenever, wherever you can. I hope you remember to say to yourself, I'm kind, I'm caring, I'm fully unique. I'm worthy, my spirit is important, deserves to be seen and heard. May you breathe in more golden sparkles of love as you inhale. Blow out stress and yucky energy. Whenever, wherever you need to, in each your days, your weeks, months, and even your years. Remember, we're all still alive, so be you a sparkling diamond. Hope you get to live in serenity and actually get to see, feel, and perceive all the yellow and green colored energies and sparkles of happiness and joy manifesting in your day-to-day life. Today, tomorrow, the next day, and beyond, so that you glow and radiate for all to see." For some reason, "for all to see" reminds me of the Cindy Lou Who coming down and the Grinch. I don't know, something about "for all to see." What the fuck am I talking about? Who knows? In the Streamlabs, Christian Artisy says, "This trip has been amazing. Meeting you and Dee for the first time and Steph for the second time was dope. Jake was awesome. And now I remember jamming to Mariah with Frank Janish, which was cool also. Frank is so dope. He's awesome." John Lestrina says, "Glad to hear it was a fun time, and I'm sad I missed seeing everyone. I'm sick today. I'm just going to use this quote. I never narked on nobody. Never narked on nobody." Dominic Toretto. Yeah, John Lestrina, you were so fucking missed. You're the shit, John. Family. Jake Yakavetta says, "Dagnino's goofy ass won't stop texting me to come to Barney's and watch football with him, Kaiser, and Ellis. If I do that, I won't remember shit about tonight. LOL, I can barely move right now. And yeah, it was great to meet all the stars. Jacoby's great." Isn't it wild how tall Jacoby is, too? I don't think people realize that. He's so tall. Lady Dog Brandy says, "It was so great to finally see you and everyone. I'm having a great time at Santa Monica Pier right now with a lot of the group. About to go on the Ferris wheel. Much love, XOXO." This makes me so happy that you guys are all friends, because, well, some of you guys were friends before, but because of the World Friends and the rock stars, a lot of you guys connected, and that is fucking cool. It's really fucking cool. Yeah. So thank you guys for tuning in. Appreciate you. I'm going to go celebrate Hanukkah with my fam. Send that love. We'll be back tonight, and I'll celebrate Hanukkah with you guys, the rock stars, and on World Girls with the World Friends. So thank you to all of you for being here. Appreciate you. So much love. And I'll talk more about this tomorrow as well. Just got to get out of here now. There's some big reveals, big surprises. I'll give people a chance to catch up on some of that so that I don't spoil it for them fully. And thank you for being here, to Silu Bonino, Joseph Ashley, Glenn Caesar, Christian Harsey, Christopher Strike Leather, Ace Money, Ryan Payne, Bruce Banner, Gregory Castillo, PC, to Andrew Thomas, and Justin Hamilton. What up, Justin Hamilton? To Ronnie Media Page. What? Hi, Ronnie. To Bryant Brawler. To all of the people. B. Lee, my girl, John Perillo, Gino, the Nose. To all of the people. Y'all are great. So much love to you. Thanks for being here. And appreciate you all. Because Y'all are the shit. All right. Great question, Christian Artisty. Great question. To Jimmy Nails, to all my loves. Hope you're having a great weekend if you're out here. And if not, hope you're having a great weekend everywhere. Anyway, stay safe, stay sane. Put down the toilet seat and live. We don't want those buffoons. Don't trump the Holocaust. Brett Miles Jonathan. Arrest the cops with Go Brown and Taylor. Make your bed. It always helps, even if you're on vacation, if you can. And I'll see you tonight for World Girls. And I'll see you tomorrow live at the Roxy later.